I think teachers are some of the most important people in today's society. I think they're severely underpaid, if they're good teachers. Unfortunately for me, I didn't really get those. Most of my teachers felt like they became educators because they didn't know what else to do with their lives.
Like I said, I grew up in a small town. You don't get good teachers there. You get the teachers that couldn't cut it in a real place, and are like, why don't you just disappear out here into the woods?
I mean, we had teachers that you would see at high school parties. Others would show up with big gulps full of liquor, wearing no panties after a long night out. I mean, we even had a driver's ed teacher that had a DUI.
Like, we had a driver's ed teacher who didn't have a license. He had a DUI, I'm not gonna lie. That's the only thing I learned in my school was like, you could be an alcoholic and still teach children how to drive.
Okay, admittedly, he wasn't my driver's ed teacher. I had already passed that class by the time he was hired. But if I was born 2 years later, that would have been the guy teaching me the rules of the road. It's like my school hired a bunch of teachers incapable of teaching.
My high school Spanish teacher did not speak Spanish. I walked in, it was my basketball coach wearing a sombrero. I go, you speak Spanish? He goes, I went to Cancun a couple years ago.
Okay, this is when I actually mixed two of my teachers together. My Spanish teacher wasn't my basketball coach, but it's a good enough line for you to immediately understand this guy was out of his depth.
This dude took us on a field trip to a Mexican restaurant. That was our school day, bro. Our parents signed permission slips so we could skip school for 8 hours to go out on a Taco Tuesday.
This is 100% true. We spent all day at a Mexican restaurant.
And before we get off the bus, this guy goes, remember class, we're here to work on our Spanish. The lady who took our order, her name was Tammy. So I go, "Tú hablas español, Tammy?" And she goes, "Baby, this is a Taco Bell. I don't think we got that on the menu."
No, we didn't actually go to Taco Bell. That was just a punchline. That's just a joke. But we did drive 45 minutes to this place called El Rancherito. We took up a server's table all day. Nobody spoke Spanish. My Spanish teacher literally held me after class one day and he said, "Hey, you're a cool guy. You're very intelligent. You're the leader of the class. Everybody here respects you. Can you help me teach this class? Can you help me get through to these students?" No! That's not my job. I'm a student. I'm trying to learn. Nobody's paying me to do your work and teach this class. What are we talking about? It's like a lot of my teachers were so sheltered in their own minds and their own lives that they didn't take time to even understand the students, what the students were going through, or what their experiences might be. I had teachers that would walk up and say crazy things to me, just like this.
But this teacher, she came up to me one time and she goes, "Eugene, you're technically Puerto Rican, but you're about as Puerto Rican as I am." I'm like, "That's funny, Janet. I didn't see you at the cockfights last week. What's up, girl? Hey, pasa, where you going, huh?"
Now, there's no exaggeration to this story at all. I'm taking verbatim what this teacher told me and just putting it on stage. It's like disappointing because I always saw stories about these teachers who would inspire their students to go on and achieve great things, and it felt like we didn't get that. And I was a straight A student. I could have pretty much went to any college that I applied to, but everybody just felt inadequate. The faculty didn't seem to care what was going on. I even had a guidance counselor come up to me one time and be like, "Hey, Eugene, you might be eligible for some of these scholarships." So the next period, I went to his office. He pulled up all the scholarship paperwork. Every single one of them was expired. I was like, "Thanks, man. Thanks for doing your job." Now, I'll be honest, I did have teachers that I liked. My favorite teacher, she left when I was in 7th grade, and good on her. Most of my favorite teachers didn't stick around long because it became clear this school had no opportunity for anybody. It was a place where teachers went to die, and students went because they legally had to. Here's a brand new bit about one of my favorite teachers. I just started working on it. I've maybe told it on stage twice. I'm still trying to figure it out, but it's true.
My town was so wild, like there was nothing to do there. Like every year they would do something called the Morrisonville Picnic. It was like a carnival. But at the end of the night, all the locals would fist fight the kids. Bro, I'm not lying.
Now this is just a fact.
All the locals would fist fight the kids. Now you're probably thinking, where were the parents at? They were fist fighting the kids. Was there any cops? We had one cop. He worked part-time. When he wasn't clocked in, he was fist fighting the kids.
We did only have one cop, and he did only work part-time. Now, he was a doofus, but he wasn't out there fist fighting the kids like everyone else.
One day, me and my boy Josh, we're hanging out. He gets a phone call saying, hey, we're going to jump you at the Morrisonville picnic tonight. We show up at this place. And we fist fight 7 full-grown adults. We were in 7th grade.
I don't entirely remember how many people it was that tried to jump us. All I know was Josh was dating this girl, and these guys didn't like it. So they showed up to fight us, and we were severely outnumbered.
We are fist fighting full-grown adults in 7th grade. We get back to school the next day, and my teacher, computer apps teacher, Cook, Mr. Cook, he came up to me and he goes, boys, come here. I saw you guys last night at the picnic. I was going to jump in and help, but you guys seem to have it under control.
Mr. Cook was a big dude. He used to work out with us. He also did arm wrestling competitions. He probably told me 1,000 times that his father was in that Sylvester Stallone movie, Over the Top. You know, the film about a truck driver who's an arm wrestler, you know, peak cinema.
And then he said, stay after class. Yeah, we stayed after class, right? He set me and my boy Josh down. He comes up, puts 2 Mountain Dews in front of us. Yeah, he's a redneck. He puts 2 Mountain Dews in front of us. I swear to God. And this is what he said. He goes, boys, I'm proud of you. But next time you're in a bar fight, you knee that guy in the stomach and then you kick him in his head. There's no getting up after that. And that's the best advice I got from any of my teachers.
Trust me, I know this sounds crazy, but it's entirely true. Actually, a couple days ago, I posted about this story on Facebook, and Mr. Cook, the Mr. Cook, commented on it, and he said, boys, I'm pretty sure I told you to knee him in the stomach and throw the uppercut because it's a much closer punch if someone's in your face. That's why he's a great teacher. 22 years later, 2 decades later, this guy is still teaching class. He's still dropping gems because it's in his soul. And then my friend Josh commented on there and he told me another story about Mr. Cook that I had forgot about that might end up being the ending to this whole story I tell on stage. Who knows? Stay tuned. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I'm a stand-up comedian who believes the best comedy comes from real life. So if you want to see more of the stories behind my stories, if you want to see behind the bits, hit the subscribe button right here. Do you have any crazy teacher stories of your own? Let me know in the comments. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great day.